Welcome, 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 crystal friends and family. How is everyone today? Welcome, come on in. Today we're talking about the harmony movement. I have not brought this up for some time, and we touched on it briefly last week, and I wanted to get into it a little bit more today because I feel like it's quite necessary, and it will kind of lead into another little discussion from there on. So please come on in and join the chat, and please share with others who might benefit from finding our community, enjoying this chat, or just finding whatever it is that they might need in their own lives. So you never know. So please share this with others. That is greatly appreciated. Hi Rachel, welcome. Hello, hello. How are you? Welcome everybody. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I've got some questions I'm going to ask you all, and then we'll have our discussion. I'm going to pull two cards at the end of the show for group message for all, and one from the Sacred Earth deck. I haven't used this one in a while. It's so beautiful. And then one from the Namaste deck. So we'll have those messages at the end of the show. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. We'll just get started, and first off, I wanted to ask a few questions, and just let us know whatever you think. There's no right or wrong answer. Some of these are yes, no answers, so it's really easy. Hi Marie, welcome, come on in, welcome, welcome, thanks for joining. And I feel like the more that we share with each other, the more that we can learn from each other's experiences. I really do. I think that that's such a vital component of our spiritual growth, is sharing with each other, learning with each other, and growing with each other. So, so welcome, and thanks for coming in, and thanks for participating and sharing with us. So first, the question is, today's focus is the harmony movement. So first question, what is the harmony movement? In your mind, what is that? What is the harmony movement? Let's see if anybody wants to answer that so far. So come on in. Thank you for joining. Hello. Welcome, welcome. What is the harmony movement in your mind? Hi, Dawn. Welcome. And while you're thinking of that question, the next question is, are you part of it? Are you part of the harmony movement? So, and those of you who watch the replay, who come in later too, please answer these questions. I always go back and look at comments after as they come along. So, what is the harmony movement, and are you part of the harmony movement? So, anybody? Renee, never heard of it. Okay. What does it mean to you, the harmony movement? What does it mean to you when you hear those words? Hi, Lily. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And are you part of it? Marie, never heard of it? Okay. Well, you're going to learn about today. Do you think that, Dawn's never heard of it either? Okay. Do you think that life on Earth was at complete harmony at one point or another? Do you think it was possible? In your own feeling. I mean, there's a lot of history out there that's written that has their own opinions of what happened. Just on your own inner feeling, do you think that there was ever complete harmony on Earth? Hi, Karen. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. Please share this with others to join our chat today. So, first, what is the harmony movement? Are you part of it? And do you think it's possible that the Earth has been at harmony, complete harmony, at one point during Earth's existence? Yes, Dawn. Okay. Got some more questions for you here. Hi, Betty. Welcome. Come on in, everyone. Talking about the harmony movement. The next question. Are you on the path of enlightenment? Are you on the path of enlightenment? That's an easy question. 3 possible answers. Yes, no, I don't know. So are you on a path of enlightenment? Yes, okay. I am. I'll share that with you. Yes, I definitely am. No, Karen, this is a learning ground for our spiritual growth. Or are you talking about to not believing that there's been complete harmony at one time or another? Is that what you're knowing to? Yes, Betty, okay. Lily, you don't believe the earth has ever been in complete harmony? Okay. Yes, on the path. Mm-hmm. The next question for you is, are you on your own self-healing journey? Are you on your own self-healing journey? I have been for many years. It's a continual journey. I've healed many, 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 many things. And when new things arise, I focus on those things to heal. So I think that's why it's a continual journey. So yes. Marie, there's a lot that don't believe that there was complete harmony. Okay. That's interesting. All right. Yes, yes. A lot of yeses for the healing and the enlightenment journey. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining today. Next question. But it's been hard lately. Sometimes we run into the difficult times with our own self-healing and our own enlightenment path, too. Sometimes we're thrown challenges or events that throw us off our path a little bit, but that's part of our learning process too. How do we deal with that and how do we overcome that? Do you strive for peace in your life? I think all of our journey helps each other. I think that's true, Karen. Yeah, I think so. I think all of those that when we I'll get into that in a few moments too. What we do for ourselves helps others tremendously. Do you strive for peace in your life? Is that something that you really try and work on to have a peaceful existence? Hi, Mary. Yes, of course. Hey, Linda. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Join the chat discussion today, talking about the harmony movement. Do you strive for peace in your life? I do. I focus on it every day. And meditation has helped me achieve that every day. And if something has come my way that's stressful or challenging or whatever the case may be that throws me off of my peace, then meditation and focus on peace really brings me back to alignment. So definitely peace. Okay. Do you feel like you are part of something much greater than you can even fathom? That's the next question. Do you feel like you are part of something much greater than you can even fathom? I know I am. I feel like I'm just a little speck of this great picture, this great plan, this great, amazing experience, truly amazing experience that we go through here. So if you have yet answered yes to any of those questions at all, you are on the harmony movement. You are part of the harmony movement. Whether you want to be or not, you're part of it. If you are striving for peace, you're in the harmony movement. For yourself, for others. If you're striving for love for one another, you're in the harmony movement. If you are working on your own self-healing, you're on the harmony movement. If you are on your own spiritual journey, learning what you need to learn, you're on the harmony movement. You're part of it. By focusing on compassion, love, peace, forgiveness, self-healing, and there's so much more. Positive thought, positive words, you're a part of the harmony movement. When you experience peace for yourself, that radiates out to others who you come in contact with. And even those you don't come in contact with. It goes out, it goes out, it goes out. When you work on your own self-healing, you start to feel good. When you start to feel good, you become more at peace within. That radiates out to others. That affects others. They might not understand it, they might not know, they might not grasp it, but it affects others. That is the bones of the harmony movement. Restoring peace and harmony back to Mother Earth. I truly believe that there was times of peace and harmony, complete peace and harmony. I've seen them in meditation. I've seen these times. So I personally believe that the earth was at harmony different periods of time in Earth's existence. Yes, we have learning curves, we have learning experiences, but with our enlightenment movement and our enlightenment growth and our awakening for so many, that is part of us restoring Earth back to harmony, back to unity, back to us being of one with ourselves, unity with ourselves, each other, and our Creator, Source Energy. What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that? I feel that every word that you speak, positive or negative, will radiate out to others. So be careful of what you say and think. Even if you think positive thoughts or negative thoughts, that will radiate out to others. And the more positive thoughts and the more positive words that you say will affect others. They'll feel the energy in some form or another. That will help them radiate that out to others, and it'll just continue on and on and on. Sending peace, love, and light is something that I do continually just to help this effort. It's a frequency. When you say a word, it vibrates out, and there's no ending to it. It can diffuse, or it can reduce if it doesn't have any more energy pushed in its way, but it will continue out, whatever you say and whatever you think. Do you feel like your thoughts and your words affect others? That's the next question here. Do you feel like your thoughts and your words affect others? Yes, Karen. Negative words enters into others' energy fields and attaches itself. It's the same thing with positive words. You say positive, beautiful words to others, that affects them in a positive way. So it's both ways, right? But yes, if negative words enters into another energy field, it attaches itself to that person. And then that person might feel, if you speak a negative word to somebody, even if they know it or not, they might experience sadness, anger, impatience, tension, and all those things start to amplify and make things worse and worse and worse. But if you speak positive words to another, if they know it or not, they might feel that sense of peace or calm or sense of knowing that somebody cares for them. They might not know who or why. That sense of that things are okay. I'm feeling like, wow, I feel pretty good today. Maybe it's because somebody had sent you some beautiful thoughts and prayers and wishes. And it was sent your way, Definitely words have a huge effect on our daily lives, our complete existence, on how we respond to things and how we react to things and how we, it's just, words are so powerful. Words are so powerful. Yeah. A negative person can bring an entire room of positive people down. It's possible. It takes work to not be affected in that way. It takes work of daily, telling yourself you're not going to be affected, cleansing and clearing that negative away. It takes daily practice to speak words positively. It takes daily practice to think positively. It does take work and practice. It does. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. But it's worth it. Because if you can maintain that positive state of being, the more that you do, the more you will work on your self-healing, the more you will bring inner peace, the more you will realize that all that stuff doesn't matter. When other people send negative stuff out there, it doesn't matter. Doesn't affect you anymore. It does take time and practice, but it's worth it. Because the more you feel at peace, the more you are self-healed, the more you're feeling really good, then you radiate that out to others too who desperately need that energy. I think it truly, truly does make a difference. Yes, Betty, it's been shown in water. Absolutely. So true. I can't remember his name. Starts with an M, doesn't it? Or E or M or something. The man that has done those studies with water. If you speak negatively to water, it looks very distressed. If you speak very kindly to water, it's very beautiful and looks like snowflakes or just beautiful structures. And that's true with plants. We've seen that in studies. If you speak mean to a plant, it's going to die. If you speak beautiful words to the plant, it thrives. So the words are powerful. We should be speaking beautiful, positive words to each other and ourselves. Ourselves all the time. But words truly, truly, truly make a difference. Truly make a difference, yeah. Marie, you had a negative reaction this morning. And just by you knowing that you had a negative reaction and you thinking about it gives you the opportunity to switch things around in your mind how you want to react to it. You can cleanse and clear that negative energy. You can work on your own inner self of how it affected you. Think about how you want to resolve the situation. Give yourself some time to come to terms with whatever happened. And, when we react to something in an instant, something happens and we react on the fly like that, that's when that ripple effect of negative energy kind of trickles out. And sometimes that can really cause a lot of problems for a lot of things. Because we say things we don't mean. We say it in a tone we didn't mean to say it in. But if you can stop and think and maybe step back from the situation, maybe look back and see, okay, was the other person under distress and they're reacting from something that happened to them? Maybe they're going through their own negative cycle and they're trying to resolve things and they don't know how. I always, when I run into a negative situation, I always try to send peace, love, and light as soon as I can remember to do so. And think to myself, okay, it's not me. It's not me. It's them going through whatever it is they're going through. And they need peace, love, and light for whatever reason, because they are sending this negative vibration out. Does it make sense? Yeah. Takes awareness, right, Carol? It does take awareness. It does take awareness. And when you're more aware of these things, the more you can respond in a positive way. So that's why I say it does take practice. It does take consistency. I say that a lot with all the things I do. But if you're continually thinking these things, okay, so somebody cut you off in the traffic. Somebody cut you off and it stopped you, and it caused you a little like, why'd you do that? You know, stop and think, okay, send them peace, love, and light for whatever reason. They're needing or feeling the need to do whatever they're doing. It might not have been right. You don't have to agree with what they're doing. You don't have to agree with how they did it. Find peace within yourself first, and then send peace out. We don't understand why everybody does what they do. We don't understand. We don't have to agree with what everybody else does. But I feel if we find peace within and we send peace out, that will help the overall situation. Yes, Betty, I know. It'll come to me too. The name of that man that does the water. Mm-hmm. Yes, Karen, that's true too. You can take water and you can send it blessings. True with your food too. And send it blessings. And use it as a healing modality. A healing tool. Because you've blessed it. You've said beautiful things to it before you drank it. Before you ate the food. Before you drank the water or the drink or whatever it is. You can do that. You know, you can take a moment and be so very grateful for this. I'm so very grateful for this water. And send it love and light and peace and thanksgiving for it. Thank you for it. And then drink it. And then you're receiving that beautiful structure that you've helped create within that water. So, try that. Try that next time you take a sip of water. And you can get into the habit of doing that with everything you consume, you know, everything you eat or drink. We have a friend, a community member that does that with everything she eats. And she says thank you for every single thing that she eats before she eats it. And that just makes that a more positive component of what you eat or drink, and helps you within and out, I think, all the way around, yeah. All the way around. Good morning, everybody, for coming in. Dr. Emoto, thank you, Carol. If you have not seen Dr. Emoto water videos on YouTube, go watch it after this. They're truly remarkable, and it shows the experimentation that he's done with water, speaking harshly and speaking kindly. And words are powerful. Words are powerful, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful, Rebecca. You got mad at yourself and then reacted wrongly to a situation. Then you forgave yourself and tell yourself to handle it differently next time. See, that's beautiful. You just learned a beautiful lesson. I just got chills reading your situation. And we all go through that from time to time. We all have times when we just react in a way that we're not happy with how we responded. And if you can recognize that with your awareness, if you can recognize that and stop and forgive yourself, forgive the other person if there's another person involved. Like I said, you don't know what somebody else is going through that day. Maybe they're going through something that's really difficult. And, you know, it just sending them peace, love, and light can do such a beautiful thing to somebody, even if they don't know it. If they don't know it, they're still receiving it because it was with intention. They might not understand it, they might not be aware of it, but they'll still receive it because it was sent with intention and pure of heart. And the universe knows, they see everything. All our unseen knows everything and sees all this. And when we do that, send peace, love, and light, it truly, truly does make a difference if we know or not. We know within ourselves, but if we don't see it particularly with others that we send it out to, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but it gets to where it needs to go. And it helps. It truly helps. Truly helps. It does make an impact. Focus on peace to receive peace. It's an ongoing cycle. Focus on peace to receive peace. Sending it out and you'll receive it. Same thing with gratitude. Same thing with love. All those things. Keep focus on the peace, love, and light to receive it. If you focus on fear, if you focus on fear of any kind, what do you get in return of it? What happens when you focus on fear? Marie, that's beautiful. All of you are beautiful, and we're all in a harmony movement. All of us. What happens if you focus on fear? What do you get in return? If you focus on fear, you get worry, you get stress, you get tension, you get sleepless nights, you get anger, you get pain, you get illness, you get disease if you focus on fear. What do you get when you focus on peace? You get a knowing that everything will be okay when you focus on peace. You have this deep down knowing inside that everything is okay when you focus on peace. And when you have that, you heal all the things that you caused from focusing on fear. It reverses that effect. All that stuff starts to heal. All of it. Takes time. But the more you do, the more you'll notice things change for the better. Yeah, you get sickness when you focus on fear. Yep. Absolutely. When I worked at this job that I really disliked for many, many, many years, I disliked it for so many years, and I was stuck in this cycle of negative energy. I caused myself to get sick. I caused myself all the issues that I suffered from. I caused myself migraines, blood pressure problems, thyroid problems, autoimmune diseases. There's 3 of them. I caused myself consumed with worry, sleepless nights. I caused all of that. I caused it. I personally caused myself all of that. Then someday the light came on, and I decided to focus on my own self-healing once and for all, because what I was doing was just getting me nowhere, and I was miserable. I was tired of being miserable. So the light clicked, and I saw it, and I followed it. And since then, I've been working on my own self-healing. Ever since then. And that's been way before I even got into crystals. A good 12, 13 years maybe now that I have been focusing on my own self-healing. A lot of it did resolve itself within the first, I'd say, 5 years. And since then, I've been fine-tuning, and if other things came along, I've been fine-tuning, and if more things came along, I've been resolving and continuing to learn. But I caused all that. I did. I take responsibility. I caused all of that on myself because I was under fear. Consumed with fear, day in and day and night, all the time. Once I got out of that cycle, so many things have changed for me. It's truly life-changing. Life-changing. So if you can get out of the fear-based, out of the negative-based, into the peace-based, you will be, you're on the harmony movement anyway. But you will find more and more you practice the peace-based thought response, more and more beautiful things will come your way. More beautiful things will happen for you. And you'll find a point where you no longer worry about things. You will no longer suffer from things that you've been suffering from for so long. You'll have this connection to source energy, whatever that source is for you. All beliefs are fine with me. You'll have that connection with source energy when you are at peace within. You have that oneness with your Creator. And you know that you are part of something amazing and beautiful. And you're here for a reason. And part of all of us coming together in this group is us working on our own self-healing, our peace, our love, our light. And as we do so, we send that out to others who desperately need it. So, I never know where these chats are going to go. I always ask for angel guidance to speak through me to you for whatever. I had an idea of where this was going to start, but I never had any idea where all this was going to go, but it was necessary for it to come out. Let me see where we are here with comments, and then I'll get into a little bit more here. But Rebecca, your mind is like a loudspeaker. What you send out is what you get back. Exactly. It's the law of attraction. And you're working on the healing from the damage you caused yourself. See, you recognize that in yourself as I did myself too. It is, if you can get past that and truly practice on self-healing, self-awareness, you know, all of that stuff, you'll start to see huge changes in your existence. Huge. Yep. Carol. Sometimes you just walk away, leaving him talk to himself. That's cute. Thank you, Betty. Oh. Hi, Lori. Catch the replay. Yeah, catch the replay. Marie, you needed this so much. I'm so glad. I found that with so many of my chats that I never know where they're going to go, and sometimes I have an agenda and sometimes I don't, and this was part of an agenda and part of it not. And like I said, I asked the angels for guidance, and I always hope that whoever needs to hear whatever is said, receive it, because there's a reason that I am told to say it. So, Joyce, it's true, you were sick for years ago because you lived in fear. You cut the cords with all the toxic people, started working on healing inner child, starting feeling much better, and let's see, and got off your meds. Yes. Beautiful. I'm so glad, Joyce. Good for you. Yeah, good for you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So the harmony movement, those of you who don't know it, I learned of it in my book, Spirit of the Crystal Ray. It was channeled to me, through me. The harmony movement is spoken about in the Spirit of the Crystal Ray. The harmony movement is when you are on your self-healing path, when you find and strive for peace and love and light, that does radiate out to others. This explains that. It radiates out to others and it makes a difference, and eventually, Earth will be restored to peace once again. We might not see it in our lifetimes. It's going to take generations to get to that point. But we have helped put the wheels in motion. And the more so, the more it will continue on and on and on. So every peaceful thought you send out, every time that you work on your own inner healing and finding love and light and connection to God, Creator, Universe, you add to that harmony movement. You add to that. You add to that which we hope to accomplish again one day, to all be one, to all respect and love each other once again, and to all understand each other, and to all walk in the light and the love that we were created of. So the harmony movement, if you want to read more, read my book, chapter 2, I believe it is. And it touches on a lot of this, which I actually discussed today. The harmony movement specifically is chapter 2. But a lot of the other of this too is bits and pieces from this book. This book was created by divine love, channeled spirit through me to this. I never knew of the harmony movement before I wrote this, before it was said to me through spirit. So I think it's important that we focus on what we do. Betty, that is a beautiful question. What do you do when your spouse is so far from this? And I think a lot of us are in the same boat. A lot of us are. My family, my immediate family, are nothing like me at all. They're not on the same page as me at all. My husband, he gets it, he understands it, but it's not something he wants to focus on. My daughter, she is more, gets it, understands it, but she doesn't want to focus on it right now. I think she will eventually. I think she'll come around and try and really work on her own inner self. My father's as far away as he can get. I love him dearly. Very, very, very negative. My mother is very spiritual, although she can't remember much because of what she's going through. So when you have somebody in your immediate family that doesn't understand this, you can't force things down their throat. And it's not meant to be like that either. You can't try and convince them. They have to learn their own lessons. They came here to help you with your lessons. You came here to help them with their lessons. You're a team. It's part of your soul team. It took me a while to grasp that, but I understand that now. I can't change anybody, and I don't want to. I just want to send the love and the light and let them learn what they need to learn, in hopes that they learn what they need to learn and find what they need to find. They might not get it this lifetime around. That's okay. Just continue to send them love and light and be there in understanding that you understand things differently than they do. That's okay. It's okay. We all have different paths, and we have to learn at our own rate and our own pace. It's just like learning math. We all have to learn at our own pace and our own style and our own rate, and in hopes that someday that they will see the light the way we do, because it's a beautiful, amazing thing. And if they don't, that's okay. It's just not meant to be that way right now. Just have to continue to send them love and light and peace. Oh, Rebecca. You're bringing tears to my eyes. I'm not a crier, but you're bringing tears to my eyes, Rebecca. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, love them where they are. That's it, Betty. We just love them where they are. And that's okay, you still go through your good times and your difficult times. I do. In our relationships, we have our moments. But, since I have been on my spiritual self-healing journey, it actually has really strengthened relationships in my family. And they do feel more peace. They do feel more love in the surrounding environment. I've asked them that. And they still do their thing, and that's fine. But I do know that what I have been doing has made a difference to them. So it can make a difference if they know it or not. So yeah. Any other final thoughts before I pull some cards for messages? Thanks for this chat. I think it was very much needed. Always a good reminder. Always something that we need to, address from now and then. I'll get into more of the teachings of the book too, because this is very important stuff that we need to work on as we go through our journey. And for whatever reason, it was just needed right now. It was something that was just needed right now. So if you don't have the book, you can purchase it from me or Amazon. But we are all, everybody here and everybody watching later, we're all on the harmony movement. All of us. If you're here, you're part of this community. We are all on the harmony movement. Yeah. So, hey Patricia, catch the replay. Please share this with others who would benefit from our community, benefit from this talk, benefit from connecting to one another, whatever the case may be. So I'm pulling 2 cards for overall guidance. One is from the Namaste deck. One of my absolute favorite decks is very, very positive. Yes, Amelia, watch the replay. Yes, yes. And let's see what these 2 cards have to say. So the first card is from the Namaste deck. I love this deck. And it is the blessing of a door closing. Now this is kind of interesting because we've had to release some things in our past. I know a couple of us here. Release some things in our past to move forward in our own self-healing. We've had to let some things go. We've had to move on. We've had to come to terms with it. So let's see what this has to say. The blessing of a door closing. The moment nothing happens, then everything seems to happen at once. A door soon closes, but before you know it, another opens. You will walk through into a bright new life, one in which you can be who you truly are. So, if you need to release some things, if you need to close some doors, if you need to walk away from toxic or negative or, I don't know, whatever the case may be that's holding you back from doing your own self-healing, as soon as you close some doors, as soon as you work on some of those releasings and forgiveness, then you will find out who you truly are. That is something I didn't even talk about too, but with all this peace and love and light and finding out, you know, your self-healing and when you really find out what you're capable of accomplishing within yourself with all of this, you do find out who you truly are. And you do have to remove yourself from some negative things from time to time. I remove myself from the negative work environment. I remove myself from certain friends that we were not on the same path. Sometimes you just have to walk away, you know? And sometimes people come into your life as blessings. Sometimes people come into your life as lessons. What did you learn from it? Did you learn anything from those lessons? Those experiences. I have learned so much from all of my past experiences. Looking back on them now, I know why I had to go through all that. I know it. I see it. I had to experience all of it, everything, the good and the bad. I had to go through all of it to get to where I am right now. I had to. So. The blessing of a door closing. It can be a blessing when you start to follow your true self and your true path and your true essence of who you are. So this next card is really beautiful. This artist that does these cards, it's just truly amazing. The Sacred Earth Oracle deck. I'm not really familiar with these cards, but I'm going to read to you what it says. And this is the card that came up, which is beautiful, and I bet you it's going to tie into what we were talking about too. Look at this. Influence. Balance imagination and reality. Be cautious of giving undue influence to baseless assumptions. Distinguish between opinion and evidence. Become aware of false limitations. Put real effort into proving a doubt of fear wrong. Be open to new ideas and perspectives. But do your homework and ensure a claim can hold true in practice as well as theory. Only through the eyes of the soul can the true nature of your life, existence, and purpose be known. All of life flows from the divine heart of creation. You have a purpose, a meaning, and a role to play in this great journey of life. It may be beyond the knowing of the physical world, but is not beyond the knowing of your soul. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I also see this as when you find peace within, when you do your own self-healing, this is exactly what it feels like in a picture form to me. You have that connection. You feel that divine love. You feel that peace within. You feel that divine wisdom. All of those things. You just know. And you have this beauty. And this inner beauty comes out and radiates out to others. Shared with others who need that. So there you are. There you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Patricia family is the most difficult to move away from, especially when no one near on the same page. Yes, we were kind of discussing that a little bit earlier. The immediate family. I had mentioned my father is probably the most negative, and he is somebody I love dearly. Absolutely love dearly, so I continue to send him love and light continually in hopes that he will find some happiness before the end of his days on this earth. I don't know if it'll happen or not. He's got some lessons to learn that I don't know if he will learn before his time is through here on this journey, this time around. I don't know. I'm not going to give up on it. I'm not going to give up on him, and I still love him dearly. I do cleanse and clear myself after I'm around him. I do sage myself. I do protect myself when I'm in his environment because I don't want to absorb that, and I don't want to radiate that out. I'm hoping that my peace and my love for him and hopes for him, finding that, will help him the more that I keep doing this, the more that I keep doing this and giving this to him. There are people that I had to walk away from. He is not one that I feel that I can, because he is immediately in my soul group, in my tight-knit group, in the fact that he's very close, and I don't want to give up on him. There's a reason that we came here together. Excuse me. We came here together to experience this life together. So I feel that others have come and gone. They have taught me what I need to learn, and I'm, vice versa. But you have to decide for yourself who you're going to, remain in your life, if they're really negative or not, or who you're going to keep in your life. I don't know. That's a big decision. That's something that you really need to dig down deep inside and pray about and talk to source energy about and meditate about. That's things that you really have to think over, and just continue to send them love and light. Just continue that. Continue to send them love and light. And if it's somebody that you really, truly love and care about, don't give up on them. Just continue to send them love. You never know. One day they might wake up and just go, bing, wow, you see life in a different way. So, I don't know. Sorry, on a tangent again. Rebecca, as heartbreaking as it is for you, you've had to back away from one of your own children. You're not the only one in our group that has had to do that. Others have mentioned that to me, and you're not the only one like that has had to step away from immediate family. And just because you step away now, too, maybe in the future things will be different. Maybe something will happen that will resolve. Maybe, things will happen where you can all forgive and move forward, and you never know what can happen in the future. Yeah, it was making you physically and emotionally sick. And that's one thing that I have learned, is that I need to come first. I cannot help anybody else unless I am in the right frame emotionally, physically, spiritually. I can't help anybody unless I am balanced. So if you find yourself in that, we're taught so much that help others, help others, help others. Yes, yes, yes. But we need to be okay. We need to take care of ourselves. We need that. So we need that. We need to take care of ourselves. Yeah, absolutely. So vital. But you send him love and light every time. I think that's beautiful. And continue to do that, Rebecca. You never know what can happen. You never know. Maybe in 10 years down the road, you two are going to have this amazing conversation and things will change. My mother and I were never on the same page since I was 6 years old until 2 years ago. It's a long time. That was, 48 years. 48 years my mother and I were separate, not seeing things eye to eye. I was very angry with her. I was very not good. And then a situation came up that neither of us were expecting, which forced me to take care of her because I'm the only child. And I felt responsible. I had that sense of responsibility. I needed to take care of her. I was forced to take care of her. But at the same time, I saw the light. And I was still well in my spiritual journey when this happened. I saw the light one day, and I saw her. I finally saw her, who she is. And I resolved all those hurt feelings, all of it, replaced with love, all of it. And now I love her dearly. Before that, I could not even say that to her. Now I say it, and I feel it, and I mean it. I am grateful that I was given this chance before she moves on. I am so grateful that I was able to find resolution before she moves on. I was given a last chance to make things right. And I'm grateful that I did have that opportunity. I'm grateful that I saw that. So you may have some opportunity down the road to resolve whatever is causing hard feelings or tension or friction. Just keep sending love and light. You never know what can happen. You never know. Yeah. Yes, Amelia, but there's been a difference, much more peaceful. And when you find that peace, we were talking earlier, you send that out to others that you come in contact with. They might know it, they might not. Yeah. Patricia. Yes, going through a situation with your mother. I understand that. I understand what you're saying completely. Yeah. You never know. You never know what can happen. But I do think it's important to continue your own path of peace, love, and light, and your own self-healing. And that will make a difference to others. It will. It will. So, you are important. Every single one of you are important. Absolutely. I know, crazy. It took you 40-some years to figure it out. I know what you mean, Rebecca. Took me a lot of years to figure out a lot of stuff, too. But we're still learning, all of us. We're still learning, and we're still growing. I do know one thing. We are all growing at a tremendous rate. And it's beautiful. And thank you so much for sharing your experiences in this. It means a lot to me because I think we can all learn from it too. You know, sometimes we don't realize how much is, how much so many others are in the same boat. And when we share it with each other, it's like, oh wow, okay, you're going through it too, or you've been through it, or you understand what I'm going through, or you know what I mean? And sometimes we need that too. Sometimes we need that. So, yeah, forgiveness sets us free, yes. I will be talking about forgiveness. That's also mentioned in here, and that's something that I really have had to work on. And it's a process as well. So we'll be talking about forgiveness too coming up in the next few weeks. So thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Thank you for participating. And I hope to see you all very soon. It's coming up. Leaving for Denver tomorrow. I will do a check-in show somewhere along the way. I want you to experience some of that with me, so I'll do a live stream there. Hopefully it'll come through good. And then next week when I get back, we will kind of get on a little bit of an altered schedule, but we'll get back on track within the next couple of weeks. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of this. And I'll see what your parting comments are, and then we will go about our day. So Patricia, thank you. Oh, glad for me and my mom. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I am so grateful that I was able to resolve that. And there's a book in there too. There's a book about that whole story, and it's in the line of books to be written. So yeah, it's an incredible experience. It was and still is. So there's a book in that one. Let's see here, Betty. Sometimes you need to forgive you for more than those who have hurt you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Self-forgiveness is a big thing. Self-forgiveness is a big thing. So we'll talk about that soon. I think that's probably something necessary to discuss. So, oh, Patricia, your mom only cared about her boys. I'm sorry. It's difficult. Difficult. Yeah, it's a hard one. I hope that you can find peace within, and I hope that even if she's not still here, or if she is still here, I can't remember if this is the one that which Patricia said something earlier. If she is or not, I hope that you can find peace in some regard with that situation. So, Lori, thank you. All right, Patricia, thank you, thank you. Yes, thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your beautiful words, and thank you for being here too. And don't forget, you are part of the Harmony Movement just by being here. You're part of the Harmony Movement. So that's something to be proud of, actually. I feel like it's a wonderful thing. So, all right. Have an awesome day. Thank you. I'll see you all soon. Namaste. Peace, love, and light. All right. Bye.